How much time would you spend looking for the perfect script and constructing the perfect suggestion for a weight release client who, say, could benefit from slowing down when they eat? Well, of course, you could say, yo, slow down when you eat. You could suggest that they put the knife and fork down between bites. You could suggest chewing 100 times. You could make all kinds of suggestions. Or you could tell them a little story. This is how I might do it. You know what? That reminds me of my daughter when she was really young. She came home from school one day and I'd been baking chocolate chip cookies. She smelled them and she doubled down on, Mommy, I need a cookie. Mommy, I want a cookie. Oh, she was all about it, mouth salivating and everything. Well, I didn't want to ruin her dinner. So I said, you know what? Between now and dinner, you can have one cookie and then we'll have more for dessert. I gave her that one cookie. She sat at the table and she looked at that cookie. She held it. She smelled it. A chocolate chip was still warm. She stuck her finger in it and licked it off. She took a little bite and she chewed it slowly, really tasting and enjoying every single bite. And she took another little tiny bite and another small bite. She looked like a French gourmet, really savoring the sweetness of that cookie. You know, it took her almost 10 minutes to slowly, gradually eat that cookie. Now, I'll bet you if an 8-year-old child can figure out how to eat more slowly and enjoy it more, you can probably figure out that very same thing when you sit down to a meal, eating slowly, tasting the flavor of every single bite. Now, that's the way I use stories and metaphors when I'm working with my clients. I'll be honest with you, I got that one years and years ago from Don Martin, and I remember it today. It didn't actually happen with my daughter. But is that the most important part of a good working metaphor? No. The story allows the client to check out that critical yeah, but factor, that critical faculty that says yeah, but this and yeah, but that. When I simply say, that reminds me of a time when my daughter, it's launch into a story, the message, the suggestion are all rolled into one, and you don't meet with resistance because the client doesn't even know you're suggesting something in the first place. Metaphors, stories. You can keep some in your back pocket like that one to use when necessary, but the best metaphors actually come from the client themselves. I can teach you how to get their metaphors. Join me, Karen Hand, and my friend Sherry Gilbert. We'll be at HypnoThoughts Live in July, and on the 25th and 26th, right after the conference, we'll have a 2-day post-conference event all about metaphors and storytelling, magical metaphors that cross that critical factor and sink right in. Have more success with your clients immediately. Join us for the 2-day Metaphor Magic Workshop on the 25th and 26th, right after Hypnothought.